What's up, everyone? Lumus here from Failing at Gaming. We're back with the next part of Mr. Fast's Nuzlocke adventure. Or Typelock, I should say. Nuzlocke variant adventure. Hey, Lady Meow, how's it going? You good today? Wearing a bright green today, I see. So let's see. Last time we had a really good run that was ruined by a Magnemite. But I believe we're just trying to get ourselves ready for the Ghost Gym. Better? Today was bad, tonight was cold. Ugh. Yeah, today was... Tuesdays are my cleaning day for the rabbits, and we've already reached the time of year where being outside scrubbing the rabbit shed is not fun. So let's see, who did we have in the party? I think we were just generically training people up for the gym. Doesn't sound like fun. It's not great. My hands tend to get quite numb by the end of it. Took a half-hour walk at lunch and phoned the noise. Well, there's your first mistake. Thought your hand might freeze off. Yeesh. Okay. Nothing crazy on inventory. I think we might start off by going on our usual berry trip. Yeah, see, the thing is I don't want to wear gloves for scrubbing the shed out, because they're just going to get dirty. Lemonade, we do need some lemonade. We are dangerously low. We'll stop by and get some lemonade while we're on our trip. Remind me when we get there. The place with the big department store. Ha, joke's on you, Vulpix. I already have a fire type. Why am I taunting you? This was a mistake. This was a mistake. I'm sorry. Yeah, but at least it wasn't raining today. I was able to let the rabbits out for a run for the first time in a while. My older rabbit was going mad the moment she got outside, jumping in the air, doing little flips and kicks. I don't know if you know the ones. There's a special word for it, but I can't remember what it is. But it's a thing rabbits do when they're happy, basically. They jump up in the air and they just like kick their legs out to the side, do some sick dance moves. And yeah, she was doing that everywhere, just pouncing around, overjoyed. Bugs Bunny does that? He probably does. Alright, I don't have cut anymore. Hope that's not going to come and backfire on me. I can kind of picture Bugs just sort of jumping up in the air and clapping his feet together. I think that's a thing that he's done. But yeah, it's something real rabbits do a lot. The little one's too young to be loose in the garden, so I popped him in the run and he seems quite happy with that. He does laps around the edges. Yeah, this is the lemonade place. I'll go there now. Make sure I get a lottery ticket as well. If I start to leave without a lottery ticket, yell at me. Yeah, I popped him in the run, he did some laps, and when she got tired of running in the garden, I put him in I put her in the run with him and they had a snuggle. Probably keeping each other warm as much as anything, but hey. You know, they're rabbits, they're okay at being outside. Pokeballs. Do we need Pokeballs? I will check. Hello? Can you not hear me? Am I gone? Test 1, 2. Sega! I mean, it says the mic's picking stuff up on my end. I think it might be your internet, Lady Meow. I take it you can't hear any of this? Why am I in my inventory? Pokeballs. Oh wow, we don't have many Pokeballs. We've got a few special ones. You hear me now at 20:07? Stream seemed to freeze, okay. It was probably buffering or something. Yeah, it looks like we do need some Pokeballs. How many lemonades do we have? We want to get a nice even number. 26? Can we buy 14 more? Ah! Okay. Never mind, we're good. That'll get us 40 lemonades. I feel a bit bare going with only 40. Like, that's an amount that could easily lose you the game, only having 40 lemonades. Also, welcome to the Abyss, everybody. I went ahead and taunted a Vulpix earlier. Here is my just reward. How many's that? 3 more. And then we'll go buy Pokeballs. Stop buying fresh water! It doesn't have the fresh lemony taste that I desire. Although of course the freshest lemony taste is the delicious taste of 7-Up. What? What's up now? What did I say? Lemonade in this game is probably just like the generic trade named for 7-Up. They probably couldn't get the rights to the brand name. It's next to the train station, right? Up. The lucky numbers show. You prefer the taste of Up to 7-Up? Everywhere around here seems to only serve Up. We're never going to win the lottery. Back to the grueling life of a Pokemon trainer, I guess. Pokeballs. I said I was going to buy Pokeballs. Wait, what do you want? I'm trying to buy Pokeballs. I don't have them. Okay, we can have a battle. I was going to go that way anyway. And also I think Joey wants to fight. The weird glitching on the screen? Okay. Potions. What kind of chump do you take me for? None of that artificial stuff, that'll kill you. I want some good old natural lemonade. The herbal remedy for the modern age. Do we need any status items? Probably not, because we've got billions of berries. And by billions, I mean like one of each. Yeah, I think we're good. Hello, sir. I would like great balls. Those are more expensive than I was hoping. I don't know why I didn't think they would be. But hey, we got a couple to round out our set. And I believe we're on our way to pick up another one. Gotta get through this forest. And I should probably have taught somebody cut. This is going to take forever. Too late now. Would have thought not having a bead roll would be such a catastrophe. Oh yeah, I never gave the introduction to a Typelock. You're more on the ball with that. Yeah, so for anybody tuning in for the first time, we're doing a variant of the popular Nuzlocke challenge, in which we can only catch the first Pokemon we encounter of each type. There should be a list under the stream of the ones we've got so far, and any Pokemon that faints or that we fail to catch is gone forever. So we gotta get through the whole game with a limited number of Pokemon. I've just realised there's a tree here that stops me from getting through this forest at all. Oh, Norelon, if only we could burn this forest down. I'm getting real sick of this place. How's it going, Norelon? You good today? Well, either we go the long way round, or we go and fetch Nick out of retirement. Or we just check if anybody currently in the party can learn Cut, I suppose. I don't really want to teach Cut to anybody good, but... maybe it can't be helped. Did it have to be Master Spruce? Not 100% sure that's worth. He's got a decent moveset right now. I mean, I could get rid of Reflect, I suppose. And then we probably go back and fetch Nick. Oh, I suppose we could go... no, we'll go fetch Nick. It's fine. We need the training anyway. We've no idea what level the Ghost Gym is at, but we've had some ups and downs in this run. Burning down a few Ardishes will do us no harm. We don't really have a good type matchup for the Ghost Gym. Unless we want to get... well, I was going to say unless we want to get our little Eevee up to level 30 so she gets Bite, but at that point we're going to evolve her into a Psychic type anyway, and that's not good for ghosts. Oddish. Must be hugely satisfying using a Magmar to destroy feeble plants. Kind of is. Just fire punching all of these little critters. Ah! How are you today, Wolfie? You doing good? Nurelon commented and then vanished, so I'm assuming that he's washing the fork knife or something. And just stop by to drop some flames. Ha! Kapow! No, wait, there he is again. Nurelon is apparently talking only in emotes today. I just don't see you there, walking at head height up in the void. I'ma uppercut you. Flame uppercut. What's up, Wolfie? A Paris, how sweet. Burn it. Quadra effective. Yeah, it's apparently what Nurelon is doing. Nothing but emotes for this fellow. I'm not bad, says Wolfie with tears pouring from his eyes. Suspicion. Using magma to clear the surface of any kind of plant life, or indeed life in general. It's just like playing Dwarf Fortress. Almost left without going to fetch Nick. What is that? Is that a cat? Okay. You're hungry and the GF won't make food. Everything you were told about gender roles is wrong. Yep. The classical gender roles on, like, cooking is weird because you get the idea that historically women were expected to cook, but then you imagine like a famous chef and you see a guy wearing the fancy hat. Are women only allowed to dabble in chefery? Can women cook but not chef? Is that the distinction that history was trying to make? Guys, I'm not sure that history was a very good place. Danger Noodle, level 23. You're high enough that I think you can take a break. Burn the world, absolutely. Just pump magma across the surface. Women can cook serviceable meals good for the family, but they can't make world-class legendary food. They can't put herbs on those fish. This is apparently what we're establishing here. That's the official view. Cooking sucks. On that note, you're gonna have cereal for dinner. Not sure I should encourage. I know cereal is the best food ever made, but... like, promise me you'll eat an orange or something, don't get scurvy. Any food is okay as long as you eat an orange with it. That'll keep you safe from scurvy forever. That's my advice as a world-class legendary chef. The day you had a sandwich for tea because you couldn't be bothered to cook and had spare bread. You think your cats have scurvy? Are they not eating their oranges? Go get an orange right now and feed it to your cats. Keep them healthy. You've never seen them eat oranges. That's a bad sign. Yeah, get them an orange stat. Limes if you're feeling patriotic. Don't be silly, Novellon. Cats can't eat limes. I still don't see why we can't just fire punch our way straight through this forest. Why did we need to cut this tree? Couldn't we fire punch it? The official Scottish citrus is lemon. Oh, you rebellious Scots. You and your ways. Once at Warhammer World, you and Asmoth had a Coke each, and the barman cut a lime in half and gave you half each. It's an important bonding experience. That's what it's like that's what it's like when you go to Warhammer World, you know? You have to share resources, stick together, if you're going to get through that harsh experience. What did you make for us? This ball is very level. We gave him the red apricorn last time, right? Should we try him with the blue this time? Or do we want to try out the black apricorn? Official Scottish citrus is lemon because it's an anagram of Eonmo. Oh, I get it. I get it. Ha, Eonmo. Yeah, Games Workshop HQ and Wargaming Tournament venue. Warhammer World. I assume they've changed the name now since they blew Warhammer up. I'm just going to go ahead and give him the blue apricorn, okay? To give us the opposite of a level ball. An uneven ball, I assume. Go ahead and deposit the rest of these apricorns. It's now Age of Sigmar world, with a Sigmarine outside. They've started naming Games Workshop shops Warhammer stores now. But Warhammer doesn't exist anymore. That's nonsense. They blew it all up. They do have a Sigmarine outside. Ugh. I remember that after I said it as a joke. Why? Replace the Space Marine, yeah. Copied the Space Marine, basically. I'm not sure if I'd ever gotten around to getting back into Games Workshop stuff. Like, I kept dwelling on it. There was some Warhammer armies I thought were cool. There was some... I was actually thinking about getting into 40k since I'd never really tried that. And I didn't like the current state of the Warhammer rules, but... yeah, I've just completely ditched all Games Workshop stuff since they did that. The new Warhammer doesn't interest me in the slightest, and I don't want to get into 40k in case they screw that up the same way they did Warhammer. Let's put somebody up front with a different attack. Yeah, I think probably a lot of us are. Thing is, like, the lore for 40k and for Warhammer was what made it... like, any company can produce rules and models, but the lore was what made it Warhammer, and also made it 40k, and the lore got you invested, made you care. That's what made it stand out from the other stuff. That's why that's what we played. Like, I don't trust the company to take care of the lore anymore, so I can't let myself get invested in the lore. And if I don't care about the lore, then I just don't care. I don't know. I kept dwelling... before they ruined it, I kept dwelling on the idea of getting back into it, but I don't know if I really have time to paint anymore. I mean, I definitely don't now, now that I've started the stream, but hey. It was a struggle to find time back then. Yeah, it doesn't matter how beautiful the models are if there's not a story behind that beauty. I also got a little soured on playing it because the main person I played against was Asmoth, who was always off doing tournaments and things. He did duels with you, he did a lot of solo things. You know, he was really good at the game. I just played casually. I got stomped every single time and it got a little tiring. I mean, if I'd gone back into it more, I could have found time to actually play games with other people, but for the most part I was just playing it when Asmoth pestered me into it. Play pretty much all of your games like that? Right, just getting stamped. My favourite one was when the new spell rules came out, and he had a spell that has a massive template and is like a dexterity save versus death, and if you fall into this black hole that opens up, everything instantly dies. Like, you roll for each individual model that's under the template. Play for 12 games against Asmoth when he wanted a game. Okay, fair enough. And yeah, I was playing Undead, and with his... on his first turn, before I'd taken a move, he cast this huge template spell, and managed to just barely get the template over my Tomb King, my Hierophant, and my Standard Bearer, who all failed their dex saves and were insta-killed. And that was kind of game. Hey, have we ever been this way? What's up here? Like, for people who aren't familiar with Warhammer, Your Hierophant, your head wizard, if you're playing as undead, he's the person who holds your army together. Without him, your soldiers are taking leadership tests each turn against falling apart. Shroom King is your general and he shares his leadership, so he's got great leadership. The skeletons have terrible leadership, so he saves them from failing their saves. And the Banner Bearer lets you re-roll your saves. So all three of those gone means every single turn, every unit is making a leadership save on terrible leadership versus skeletons just falling apart everywhere. We called it after that turn. If we continued playing, my army would have just disintegrated. Also, undead in general in Warhammer, the basic models have the most terrible stats, and the characters, the commanders, have incredible stats. So losing 3 of them, pretty painful. Yeah, I liked Warhammer up until 7th edition, I think it was. Maybe 6th? I can't remember. But then the rules started getting... I felt dumber. They changed skirmishing, so you basically didn't get any benefits from it. It used to give you a lot of free movement in exchange for you not having the ability to form up into ranks. And then they made it so that you have to form up into ranks anyway, but you don't get the bonus from being formed up into ranks. Like, what's the point of that? Considering I played Wood Elves and they have tons and tons of skirmishers, it was a bit painful. I also didn't like the later versions of Warhammer because 8th edition nerfed skirmishers? Fair. Okay. Because Wood Elves got like their last rulebook at the end of 6th edition, I think. So they worked okay in 7th edition, but by the time 8th edition came out, they just didn't work with the rules anymore. It was nonsense. Actually, no, they did eventually get an 8th edition rule set, like, just before they killed it. And those rules were awful. I don't think I ever played with... I don't think I even bought the army books. I read it at... I think I read Asmoth's Coffee, and I hated it so much I never bought it. The 8th edition Wood Elf book was great. I don't remember what the actual rules were. Maybe they were fine. But I think it had the same problem as the other 8th edition books and about generally not inspiring me. Tons and tons of special characters who I don't care about because I want to make my own dudes. All the cool and unique magic items are gone because you're supposed to just buy generic ones now. From the main book, there's hardly any actual Wood Elf items. There's probably other stuff I hated about it, but I don't really remember at this point. The lore, maybe? I can't remember what the lore was. Just read the crunch for tournament purposes. Fair enough. The 8th edition rules felt very cookie cutter to me. Everybody got like equivalents of the same thing. Like I remember when I think it was Tomb Kings got the first one. They got the Sphinx, and it was like this legitimately huge monster. And I was like, wow, that's such a cool and unique thing. That is terrifying and awesome. Hey Joey, how's it going? And then it turns out that actually every race gets a new thing the same size that's big and basically does the same stuff, and it's not cool if everybody has one. It's just a generic thing at that point. So yeah, if they'd stuck with... I still enjoyed playing it in 7th edition. It was when they swapped over to 8th edition that I started getting kind of sick of playing it with Asma. Possibly also because I didn't know the 8th edition rules very well, so I kept stumbling into things. We want to put somebody else up front, probably. Yeah, I think for me, from what I remember, 7th edition was by far the best one. So when 8th edition came out, I kind of stopped painting. And then obviously they brought out Age of Sigmar and I just gave up on them altogether. Supposed to be fighting Wade. I can't remember exactly where he is. You say Route 31. Which route are we on now? Okay, so he should be on here somewhere. 7th when you had your best run of games. Ah, here he is. Some really cool stuff and some absolute tap. I feel it was also a distinct escalation of really dumb stuff in 8th edition. That's probably going to take forever to kill. I'm trying to remember what even stuff they had. I remember the Empire getting some ridiculous technology pieces. I was like, this is rapidly stopping being a fantasy game. Honestly, with all the robots and stuff, it's becoming kind of sci-fi. And there seemed to be this huge race to make the magic grow as out of control as possible. More spells, bigger spells. Maybe I would have been less salty if my Wood Elves had gotten any of them. The end times magic rules went really crackers, yeah. A lot of agreements to just use the normal magic rules. I mean, even the normal rules for 8th edition seemed a lot more explosive than the previous ones. Like they were trying to really amp up the scale. I think that's probably where Age of Sigmar started. They amped up the scale so much that the setting just couldn't survive it. Actually, in the 8th edition Wood Elf book, was there even a Law of Athel Law, or did they take that off of us again? I have this very vague memory, so vague that I might just be dreaming it, of them... I'm going the wrong way here, aren't I? of reading that we get high and dark magic again and being outraged. I unlocked the shortcut, didn't I? I should be going up that way. Life and High or Shadow and Dark. Yeah, absolutely. They got rid of the Law of Athel Loren. What the heck? Why? Why you do this? The Law of Athel Loren had the best lore because, like, Athel Loren was like a fake Chaos Gate. It was producing its own magic. It was really interesting, and it was something I wish they'd done more with back when they had the opportunity. Instead of blowing it all up. The Warhammer world suffered an apocalypse and Age of Sigmar was born. That's very literally what happened, yeah. Yeah, we opened up the shortcut, so we don't need to go all the way back down there again. Like, when Widows first showed up, we had high magic and dark magic. And then they replaced that with our own unique custom lore, and that was awesome. Why would they reverse that? I don't get it. How did that make sense to them? This is reminding me what I think I didn't like about the lore in the Wood Elf rulebook. There wasn't much about the Wood Elves themselves, it was all about the special characters that they'd introduced. The whole book was just shilling these special characters. I mean, I want to say technically we shouldn't even have dark magic, since the Wood Elves declared independence before the Dark Elves existed, but... to be fair, the dark magic itself probably existed before that. Like, there were still people with Dark Elf beliefs before then. Do we want to go check out the gym, guys? Are we feeling brave? We can go fight the trainers, right? I don't know what level the gym leader's going to be at. Sorry, Nick, we need a danger noodle for this one. Dark and high magic are just forms of magic undivided. Why not? How tough can they be? Well, let's see. The first gym was incredibly easy. Too easy. Painfully easy. The second gym was shockingly hard and led to casualties. Then the third gym was surprisingly easy. Shockingly easy. Almost painfully easy. So we're due for casualties again this time, I think. Don't get killed? I'll try. Lemonades, yeah. We've already been on a lemonade trip. Trainers here have secret motives? Deep secrets about this city? Is this place where it's all really going on? Do we step forward into darkness, guys? This guy with the blue Well, let's talk to this guy. He doesn't look like a conspiratorial ghost type. He's just a guy with a blue mohawk. We can probably trust him. Can I inflict any damage on your Pokemon? Leap of faith! Sage Ping. Okay, level 16. I think we're probably alright here. Master Spruce, why are you up front? I thought we agreed we were gonna punch this thing with fire. Okay, let's... yeah, I'm imagining this guy has poison moves, so not good for our grass type. Look, the dead are supposed to be buried. It's a danger noodle. Rock throw. Thou art cursed, sir. Yeah, let's change Pokemon. Thou who art undead art cursed. Stunning variety. This guy's just got 5 Ghastlies, I'm sure of it. He might have a Haunter. I mean, at this point in the game there's 2 Ghost types, and they probably want to save the new one for a dramatic appearance. So get ready to see a lot of Ghastlies here. Yeah, the Fire Punch, that works better than the Rock Throw. We use only Ghost-type Pokemon, and there's hardly any of those, so it gets kind of boring in here. I'll go and get those Rock Throws back, and then we'll press on. So you only had level 16, so that's not bad. I think we might be ready for the gym leader. And as Nightbud is reminding me, one of my fellow streamers will be doing a 24-hour charity stream. Pepper Sandwich, you may have seen him auto-hosted here. 24-hour charity stream for Macmillan Cancer Support at 7 AM GMT on the 8th of November. So if you get a chance, please take a look at that. Macmillan do a lot of good work. They support families with cancer. The main purpose is to support people and families with cancer, but they also do a lot of things like cancer prevention, helping out people with cancer treatment, that sort of thing. A local hospital near here just had a Macmillan wing built. It was like paid half by the hospital, half by Macmillan, and it's going to be their new big cancer wing. They've named it Macmillan in honor of them since they helped out with the building of it, so you can see they're doing good things. So yeah, if you get a chance, have a look at his channel. He's a good guy. I think you'll enjoy his stuff. Anyway, we established that this was a perfectly safe first step. So now we just need to step once more into the void. I'm sure our luck will continue. Ah! Okay, I actually did fall off the edge that time. I'd forgotten that it did that, or I could have saved my You Died card. I think for this one, actually, you just walk in front of them and you're okay. Stumped by our invisible floor? No, I think I figured it out. The main trick is to not fall off the edge. You can kind of just tap in front of you to make sure there's floor there, so it's okay. Hey, a Haunter this time. That's shiny and new. Level 20 as well. Yeah, sorry Wolfie, am I memeing too hard for you? I assure you, all of these were funny the first time that I did them. But hey, I'm sure you've encountered memes before, you understand that that's how they work. Level 22, okay. Oh, nice, Lord Jalapeno. Didn't even take a hit from that curse. What? I'm just looking at the sprite for this lady. Does she need me to call a doctor? The path is right before your eyes. Yeah, I think I got it. After seeing where the first pit was, it was fairly obvious where I needed to walk. Spent the spring with my Pokemon, then summer, fall, and winter. Eventually my Pokemon perished, but we continued to stay together. I don't like the spook here, guys. I see harmless-looking blue mohawk bikers sit at the side, then I go up to them and they suddenly turn into warrior monks. Too spook for me. A cunning ruse. So I think that the gym leader here is going to be tougher than I thought, since these guys are kind of scaling up. But Lord Jalapeno's already leveled twice. Maybe he can take it. Everyone in this town has a glamour on them. They're all disguised by magic, absolutely. Notice how this lady looks relatively normal from over here. But once we step past the veil... all of a sudden we can see she's having some kind of seizure. Fire punch. The whole thing's an illusion. What is truth? It's a good question, Wolfie. What is truth? If everyone sees the illusion, everybody believes the illusion, then isn't that really the truth? That's what's there for people to interact with. That's our shared reality. Deep, man, deep. These ghosts aren't even Pokemon. Ghost types aren't real. It's all just an illusion. They've lured us into it. You know, it's a kind of hypnosis. They pretend to throw the Pokeball, leading us to believe that a Pokemon has emerged. But we see only Shadow, and we come to believe that the Shadow is a Pokemon. Really, we're only fighting ourselves. Ghosts? Zoinks! Medium Martha. How do you know that name? One who wants to win most will. Verifiably untrue. Let's get out of here. Oh, okay. There we go. Can't wait to fight large lava. Is there also small or large Martha? Tragically so. We will encounter them later. There used to be a large Martha, but you know, tragic story, she's now one of the ghost Pokemon. Liz, I spoke to you like 5 minutes ago. You couldn't have battled me then? Let's go heal up and fight the gym leader, guys. I think we're ready. Ghosts are surprisingly vulnerable to being punched with fire. You once had your palm read by a midget. You reported her for fraud and she was jailed. Fair, fair. I heard recently she escaped though, so now she's a small medium at large. Alright, you guys think we're ready for this guy? I think we can probably take him. Do we have any curse heal? We should probably check for that. Hold on, I'm just going to try and catch these. Never mind, there must be a type we've already got. What is your deal here? Just looking at this sprite. I'm guessing that's his hair, but it looks like he's wearing a like a fur cap. Alright, sir, let's see what you've got. You're an Ecrotique. Pokemon have been recovered from their graves to fight once more. But it is said, thou who art undead, art chosen. His super bushy eyebrows? He does look like he's frowning at us. Fur cap and same colour fur coat? Looks like it to me. That's what I'm seeing when I look at him. He has a level 35 Gengar? Too late now. We're just gonna have to get good, guys. I have seen what others cannot. Behold. Ah. Ghost! It's a fast used flea, if only. Kidneys filter 400 gallons of blood every day. That's a relevant fact right now, Stay Healthy Bot. Thank you for that. Are you sure there's no running? What if I try really hard? What if I just have to go to the bathroom? Alright, we have exactly one strategy. Get in here and punch things with fire. See how this goes. See how this works for us. Good start, good start. Throw an empty Pokeball at its face and run for it. What if I catch him? What then? Some good leveling. If only we could fight this guy non-stop. The level 35 Gengar! This is where it gets risky. This is where it gets tricky. We're gonna have to be smart here. Now I'm gonna lead in by punching him with fire. It's what I've been doing all this time, so he won't expect it. Morty was caught. Let's see, Awakenings and or Awakening Berry. Get back in there, Lord Jalapeno. Ha! You fool! We lost our dreams long ago. Well, we've seen all 3 ghost Pokemon, so that must be all he has. I'm glad we're done here. It's too bad he doesn't have one more, just so that we can get that last bit of XP. You have another Haunter? Why do you have 2 Haunters? Why don't you have a Misdreavus? Why does the Ghost Gym Leader not have the Ghost type that was introduced in this gen? You have let me down. Mean look. If you're trying to spook me, it's a bit late now. I'm not running anywhere. I'm done with you. One smokescreen? Maybe? Maybe better than Leer, since we don't really have a physical move to trigger that. You are the most disappointing gym leader so far. Now, to take off that mask and see who you really are. Old Man Smithers? You were Gym Leader Morty and his ghosts all along? Listen, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you pesky Pokemon and your meddling master. My suspicions were first aroused when your sprite looked nothing like the picture of you. The picture of you was like glowing white hair. You've got black and brown hair in this picture. What were they thinking? Why? Why would they think that? Who was that supposed to fool? It's Shadow Ball. Guys, we better let Belle know. She's got a new ball to attend. Belle of the Shadow Ball. This move is called Shadow Ball. It causes damage. Taking me to faraway places. We've not been that far. We're actually quite close to home here. This gem sucks, dude. Let's blow this joint. Yep, I am pretty terrifying. Okay guys, so I had a question I wanted to pose to you. We still need a fighting type catch. And the way I see it, we've got 3 options. Some of which we can get now. Well, one of which we can get now, probably. So, option 1 is that we can get ourselves a Heracross. It's introduced in this gen, it is a bug fighting type. It's Pinsir 2, basically. It's Pinsir 2.0. Phyteon? I mean, it's tempting, but we are supposed to be getting ourselves an Espeon. We'd have to breed it to get ourselves another Eevee for a Phyteon. Wolfie's already voting for Heracross. The Death Machine. Heracross is cool. Herculeon. Yeah, that'd be an excellent name for an evolution. Herculean? Okay. Herculean Heracross. I thought you were coming up with Eevee names. Yeah, option 2. In the next town, I think we get the Good Rod. Yeah, it's not far off anyway, wherever it is. Bug Wrestler. Now I really want one so we can name it Beetlemania after the King of the Monsters character. Wolf Machine broke. Anyway, in the next town we can probably fish ourselves up a Poliwag, which will eventually evolve into a Poliwrath. That's water fighting. Tadpole beat 'em up. Herculean as a fighting type evolution would be great. Yeah, I like that one. And final option, the one that will take us the longest to get, because I don't think we can actually get to it for ages, but we could track down the Karate King. He'll get us a Tyrogue, which evolves basically at random into either a Hitmonchan, a Hitmontop, or a Hitmonlee. All of which are kind of cool. So we wouldn't be able to get that one for ages, but we'd get the mystery of what will we get. I think any of those would work from my end, so it's up to you guys. Which fighting type would you like me to hunt down? I think Wolfie's already voting for Heracross. Noelon does love Poliwags, okay. Lady Meow, I just need you to say a Tyrogue now to make it a 3-way tie. You do like the idea of the mystery. The mystery is cool. I'm going to explore a little further this way while you guys are thinking it over. Get some fresh berries. You vote Heracross for purely selfish reasons, you've never had one. Did not realize you could headbutt trees. It'll be a pain to get if we do go after that one, because it's a really rare catch. Heracross is the new type you haven't seen before. I mean, that's... yeah, that's fair. It's new to this gen, so that is exciting. But Machop was the only fighting type we had last gen, so that's the only one I'm ruling out. And we can't get Mankeys in this version. They're a gold exclusive. Yeah, headbutting trees takes ages to even get an encounter. Let alone find something really rare like a Heracross. But we can do it. If that's what you guys are wanting. Bug fighting is a cool mix, it is. I need to work out how to make Nightbot do... How to make Nightbot do polls. One quick second, guys. I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. Does Heracross have a spiral on it, I ask you? Bugs, though? I mean, come on, Lady Meow, we've had Nick here this whole time. This giant bee that's out of his cage, shouting bees everywhere he goes. I mean, that's always been fine, right? You're okay with him. Why would a giant Hercules beetle upset you more than a giant bee? Okay. I think I can do this. Bees aren't bad bugs, though. They're the exception that proves the rule. Bees are generally pretty nice. They're the anti-wasps. Does Poliwrath have a W in it? I think it does. Pokemon bees kinda suck. Honeycomb or something. I mean, Beedrill itself is not great. Not compared to how good Butterfree is. But yeah, there is a Honeycomb thing later on. Combee, yeah, that sounds right. Beedrill is a wasp, is a wasp though. Beedrill is absolutely a wasp. I don't know why they called it Beedrill. It should 9,000% be a wasp. Wasp Drill. Maybe Beedrill is just a name, you know, it's actually a wasp type Pokemon. Beedrill doesn't honey and also doesn't nice. Do we want to buy milk while we're here? We probably should. I don't know what we're going to do it for, but... Never mind. Apparently there's no milk available. I thought it was that guy that sold it. Never mind. Okay, assuming this route doesn't throw us a matchup that immediately runs away. I'll probably call Apollo when we get to the next city. The head Pokemon researcher who named it wasn't showing the difference as he was 10 years old. That does explain a lot. Oh dang guys, I just realized we forgot something important. We'll go do this. It'll only take a moment. Mystic Meg hasn't had a haircut in almost a week. If we want that Espeon, we gotta get working. The cows still aren't making milk as they're terrified of that monster was hunting down their kind earlier in the day. Lemonade? We do need more lemonade, that's true. still don't have Nick. How can you say that, Lady Meow? I will never forget Lemonade. Ice heals. To be fair, I think we've got berries for that in this game. Lemonade, we are an arts and crafts store. I already forgot what I came here for. The underground. It's the game corner. That's not the underground. I mean, maybe it wouldn't hurt to play a quick game. Around National Park. Let's see what you've got, Jack. Can you Heracross in the bug catching comp? I don't think so. You can get Scyther and Pinsir there, I don't think you can get Heracross. This is a barber's! That might be the best line in all of Weeble and Bob. This is literally a barber's. Looks a little happier. Oh, we got a bad roll. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my heart melts a little bit every time we go to the less skilled of the two barbers, and we get the low result and it says the Pokemon looks a little happier. Like, I'm just imagining the Pokemon with like a sad look and some terrible hairstyle and being like, it's okay, you tried. I appreciate that you tried, you know? Trying to disguise the fact that they're unhappy with their hair because what really matters is that you cared enough to pay for it. I worry about these things too much. Used to really like it, not sure how you'd find it now. Yeah, it's great. Thanks. Poor Mystic Meg. Just want to give her a hug. I'm sorry, Mystic Meg. I'm sorry your new hairstyle sucks. I'm sorry I couldn't afford the better of the two haircut brothers this week. I hope the kids at school won't make fun of you for it. We got 40 lemonades, right? I don't think we can afford another 10. Dad? Yeah. This is exactly the thing. My heart is just melting. Fight Jake? Okay, but I gotta go beat up Jack first. It's in this grass somewhere. You can't touch me, Jack. I'm invincible. Yeah, I think the old Weeble and Bobs actually hold up quite well. They're still making Weeble and Bobs, though. And they've been steadily getting worse for a long, long time. I gave up on watching them because they kind of sucked. Jack, you've improved so much. I'm proud of you. Okay, but could you please call me Raiden? You know, my name. Now watch me punch your pets with a flaming duck. Oh, it's Mother. Oh, we got a doll! Sweet! I mean, thank you, Mother. That was a sound investment of the estate's money. I wish we could fly so we could go check out the doll. Are you guys gonna be mad if I wander off in the wrong direction to go put a doll in my room? Because I don't care what you guys think. We're gonna have a look at this. But yeah, I tried to rewatch Weeble and Bob recently, but like, he's moved all the stuff from his own site onto YouTube, which is fine, but each episode ends with like a minute-long thing of him yelling, "Subscribe! Subscribe! Subscribe!" And it infuriated me. I watched like 5 episodes and I was like, I can't take it anymore, I hate you now. Could battle Liz along the way? I could, she's not too far away. It's bizarre that my mother calls me Mr. Fast. I'm a Victorian gentleman, I'll have you know. In a fantasy game where I name myself, I'm a Mr. and not a Doctor or a Sir. Mr. just adds that better touch of class, you know? That's how we settled on this guy's entire personality for this game. When we walked out of the house and everybody was like, "Ah, good day to you, Mr. Fast." Yep, gentleman now. That's a shame that he's ruined it. Yeah. That ship really sank. I mean, I'm a guy who, once he's committed to a series, will go through a lot just to see it to the end, just to keep supporting it, but yeah, it drove me away. It's kind of sad. Like, you go rewatch the original episode, and then the later ones aren't even recognizable. This is kind of out of our way, but we can get to it, I think. Here we are. What is a doll? Saddest thing I ever heard, Lady Meow. Your childhood was so empty. Let's check on the estate. 9,000, not bad. Started playing Fallout 4, found a close combat weapon, a walking cane. Got better ones, had better ones before it. Can't bring yourself not to have the walking cane. Absolutely. Proper gentleman. Okay, let's see what we can do to decorate our room. So we still got just the one bed and poster, but we've got ornaments. Hey, we got ourselves a Charmander doll. Right side or left side, guys? Where do you want this doll? Right or left? Left, left, left! Charmander! Char! Char! Firmly on the right. You're outvoted, Wolfie. Want to threaten mutants, etc. I'll take my cane to you. It's basically what I'm doing in Bloodborne at the moment, so I can get along with that. Rainbow Pride. Fair enough. Anyway, our room now looks slightly classier with an elegant Charmander doll. Although I think that bed is kind of boring. That probably costs a lot more money. Yeah, back to getting to the new city so that we can figure out what fighting type we're getting. Which may involve turning all the way around again to go and fetch it. I'm not 100% sure which trees provide a Heracross. If that is what you guys go for. Only because the graphics don't show you the 4 posts, yeah. Four-post bed with one of those big ceiling things. The purpose of which I'm not entirely sure. You heading off to work, Wolfie? Well, thanks for stopping by then anyway. I hope you took the time to vote in the poll. If your champion bug wins, yeah, I'll let you know. If not, never contact you again. Understood. That's a reasonable request. Yeah. See you, Wolfie. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Enjoy your work as best you can. Alright, we want to go murder Liz, right? Not murder. You know. Battle in gentlemanly combat. Because we are good, polite people. I'm trying to think where the happiness rater is in this game. Is it a member of Bill's family? Who tells you how happy a Pokemon is? Just thinking for when we want to evolve Mystic Magus. It's probably not going to be yet. I mean, it doesn't have to be until next time anyway, because obviously it's night time. We need to evolve her during the day. You're Liz, right? You're wearing green, so I imagine you have grass types. I'm going to punch them with fire. Even Bell always looks so surprised. Okay, Nidorina. That's slightly different. Probably has a ground move. So let's not take that chance just in case. It's a creepy Pokemon? Wait, the Nidorina? Yeah, Nidoran's cool. Nidoqueen is awesome. Nidorina is an awkward puberty stage. Oh, Weeping Bell, okay. I've never really understood how Weeping Bell does anything. It doesn't appear to have any moving parts. Level 26. Lord Jalapeno is growing out of control. Punching things with fire is just too good. So we'll get Master Spruce up front for a bit. Kind of rounded though, you guess it rolls. It just kind of flops from place to place. Seems like it just kind of floats. Don't post all that fire, you'll upset Master Spruce. It's nice that we've unlocked this shortcut, since we can't fly, and we'll never be able to do so. Casting magic fire at me now, I see. Apparently a guy just reached level 120 on World of Warcraft without ever fighting anything. Did a pacifist run? I'm imagining he can't actually complete the story, pacifist, but... Did he just do pure crafting, or what? I don't really know how World of Warcraft works. Character's a pacifist. Just picks flowers and stuff. Guess that counts as crafting. Not sure either, really hard to follow on stream. Yeah, I've tried watching a couple of people play it and there's just stuff everywhere. I assume it makes sense if you're playing it, or if you have played it, but yeah. I need a fresh drink, guys, and we're about halfway through the stream, so I'm gonna get myself another mug. Be back in 5 minutes or so. Is that a Hercule mode? The champ. Nice. Where were we, guys? Heading for the next city, right? Got myself a fresh mug of tea. I think we're ready to adventure onwards. That was not the onwards direction. That was the fall off a cliff direction. Okay, so this adventure got off to a rough start, but we'll bounce back. Why, did we not already fight you? Did Mum call us before we came to beat you up? Would I mind if you bragged about your Pokémon? I'm afraid so, sir. Bragging is most uncouth. Humility is the trait of a proper gentleman. Why, I have not even mentioned that I am the benefactor of an entire town. Not to mention one of the senior partners of Fast and Qua. Indeed, my humility is unmatched. Mr. Fast, good evening. Some rare Yanma. Very well. That's actually a decent tip if we didn't already have a bug catch. We Pokefans have a policy of not listening to each other. Good to know. I'll do the same. Goodbye forever. Pikachus think they're so great. Ugh, yeah. Nobody likes Pikachu. They're too popular. Let's show our Pokemon together at the same time. Now we'll both be Super Saiyans. Why aren't any of these kids in bed? Because at this time, I mean, I know it's dark out, but at this time of year the sun sets at like 2 p.m, so... Mud Slap is so pathetic. Even with it being super effective, Razor Leaf does more damage. You bet they're just adorable? You don't actually know anything about baby Pokemon yourself, huh? Pikachu have this annoying habit of breaking out of Pokeballs even when they're really weak and have been fed a raspberry. Those Pikachu, then they're breaking out of Pokeballs and wandering along behind you. Such an irritating trait. If there was ever a show about a Pokemon trainer, they'd have to make sure he never got a Pikachu so he didn't like break out of his ball and follow them around. That just ruined the whole thing for me. Just got back to Olivine. But you're not in Olivine. So you're not really back there, Eugene. He's got a Poliwhirl, guys. Is he trying to influence the poll? Look at those big soulful eyes. What a magnificent creature. Oh no, I'm being influenced. The fix is in. He's a sailor and he wants us to have more water types. 3 water types. If only we'd taken Painmaker as a Psychic catch instead of a water catch, we could have gotten 4. Do you have to refresh for the poll? Did you click on the link when it came up? I've never used the poll before, I don't really know how it works. I'm hoping I can recover the result at some point. We'll have a look at that later. Someone tipped the Raticare over. Synthesis. That's, useless. Synthesis is a healing move, but we can just use potions. Yeah, thank you, Novellin. You've saved me from having to figure out how to get Nightbot to link to the poll again. I assume there's a command to do that. Caught and raised overseas, even though they look exactly like the Pokemon you get here. There's a link, guys. Should use that to access the poll. Thanks for letting us know, Lady Meow. Really appreciate your good work. The Port closest to foreign lands. Uh-oh. Oh good, we're beneath his notice. We'll pretend to be poor, and this ruffian shall surely let us pass. Just let sick Pokemon die. Go train at the lighthouse. The lighthouse? I've heard that sailors hang out there. Jasmine, the steel-clad defense girl. Increase the surplus population. He's a cat and a bounder. He's a cat and a bounder, and I won't abide it. Excuse me. Olivine's on the sea. I hope it doesn't float away. It depends on the sea, surely. I fished here for 30 years. I haven't caught anything yet, but one day. The sea is a harsh mistress. I'm going to take this rod off of you for your own protection. Fish aren't found in the sea. They go wherever they want. Now I've taken the rod off of him, he's free. Free to live his life. Without the curse of being a fisherman. Hello, lady. The sea is sweet. Married to the sea. Yo ho, blow the man down. Sailors are real. Wow, you and your Pokemon are real. What is wrong with people in this town? There's a person in the city across the sea. Most cities have people. Stocked up on ice heals. I'll go to the mart before we leave. There are whirlpools on the way to Xianwood. Don't get swallowed by Charabdis. Our Pokemon sure look like lightweights. They don't have the power to move boulders aside. Here, use this and teach them strength. Guys, we've unlocked our strength. Also, why are you telling us that we need Goldenrod's gym badge? I mean, I understand that we do need Goldenrod's gym badge, but we literally can't get here without Goldenrod's gym badge. I must see, the only thing you can count on is your own good self. So proud of my own buff bar. Yeah, maybe you should put something on. Kids around, jeez. You're in a cafe. Fast ship pier. Doesn't look all that fast. It's hardly moving. How many rods do you have? Just the one? Fast ship pier, yes. This is our ship. How is my ship, sir? I hope it is ship shape. It occurs to me, with these guys mentioning that shelter is quite common, if we try and fish up a Poliwag, we're probably going to get a shelter first. Well, it's 50-50, probably. And that would actually be our ice-type catch. Do we want... that would give us 4 water types if we go that way. We should bear in mind, I guess, that Shelder is an option here. It's either going to be... it's either going to be Shelder, Jinx, or Snow Piggy. That's the name of the Pokemon, Snow Piggy. My Butterfree came from my boyfriend overseas. It carried some mail from him. Want to know what it says? Let's see. Oh my. Oh my. Snow Piggy, so gross. Jinx creep you out. Shelder is meh. We need to get some kind of ice type, guys. Don't think so. Actually, we've got the HM for Surf now, right? We probably should have used that. Can't we get a Lapras? A Glaceon, yeah. I could probably go for a Glaceon. He's still using Water Gun. Use Surf instead. If I'm remembering right, you can get Wild Lapras in one of the caves, but only on certain days. I think it's only on weekends. Let me check my watch real quick. It's currently Thursday, so... probably have to wait a couple of days. Probably won't be able to get one for a while, but... see, there'll be 3 Friday sessions and then a Saturday one when we might be able to get ourselves a Lapras. I suppose Lapras is possible if that's what you guys want. Thing is, we're not going to be able to go through the ice dungeon without getting an ice catch. Like, it's not going to happen. Sea is even more treacherous. No ship can sail. So we need to get the Lapras before the ice dungeon. Or the Shelter if that's what we decide to go for. The Cloyster. What ice Pokemon are there? Those are pretty much our options. In the ice dungeon there will be Snow Piggies and Jinx. And maybe I'm not sure if Delibird is ice flying, but Delibird is kind of a joke Pokemon. And there's Shelder, Lapras, and of course Dugong, yeah, but we've already had one of those. I think that's our full list at this point. Unless I'm forgetting one. Ice types are relatively rare. I mean, does the evolved form of Snow Piggy upset you? What if we got one of... what if we evolve it as fast as we can? Surf mail, we can get some water armor now if we want. Lapras on a Friday. Okay. Well hey, Friday's tomorrow. We can easily get a Lapras. We can use, I think you need Surf and Strength, that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, if you guys okay with the Lapras then? We can probably do that next session. Lapras will be your vote. We already know it's Lady Meow's vote. Yeah, okay, we'll get a Lapras. Why not? Don't say Friday's tomorrow if it's not true in real life. Your heart can't take it. I'm sorry, I guess I'm just too invested in the setting, in the story, you know? What stuff do we want, guys? Hold on. Okay, do we need anything else? We can get Hyper Potions for the first time. Let's get a few of those, just in case something goes really wrong. Did we check these houses yet? It's Friday in my heart. If you have Krabby, would you trade it for a Voltorb? No, I think if I had a Krabby, I'd be keeping it. Casino coins. Lottery tickets are free. I mean, they're so cheap that they're free, practically. When you consider the amount of money you can make off them. Go buy 5 or 6. Bad kids are taken out to the islands and made to fight to the death. Only one is permitted to return. Whenever I get in trouble, Daddy always takes me to the island. There is blood on my hands, Mr. Fast. Rescue me from this nightmare. Alright, until we go into the lighthouse, we've fully explored this town, I think. I'll be healed already, but whatever. I don't remember doing it. How do I... Multiple time winner of the Battle Royale. Or do they get turned into donkeys? Are they made to fight to death or do they get turned into donkeys? I mean, can't it be both? Okay, I did say when we got to this town, I gave a little bit extra time while we explored it, but I think it's time to call in the poll results. Let's see what we've got. Darn it, guys! Really? I'm turning this adventure around. I'm going home. There's no fighting types for anybody. If you guys can't come to some agreement, I don't think you deserve a fighting type. Yeah, I forgot we can surf now. There was a rare berry we could go get. And some other stuff we could go surf for, actually. But I guess we'll do that next time we're heading that way. Also known as the Glitter Lighthouse. I hate this place already. See, there's lights all the way up the lighthouse, but the main light is off. If only they had this little thing called electricity that they could use to work the lighthouse, instead of relying on a single animal to keep it going. I mean, in honor of the Pokemon that used to light the way around the sea. So what happened to those Pokemon? Not like any lighthouse you've ever seen. This is fairly spacious for a lighthouse, I have to say. People train at this lighthouse. It's not easy to climb because of all the trainers. That's awkward. People work here, don't they? This is how the gym leader became strong. From fighting her way up this lighthouse every evening. Yeah, normally lighthouses are like just one room on top of another with stairs around the side. The lighthouse keeper usually lives in them. This is no place for playing. Why don't we get to business? Alfred! Alfred, sir! I have someone of your acquaintance. Look, the whole gang's together. It's Alfred, Nightwing, and Master Spruce. All the classics. What an encounter, what a team-up. So it's an honor to be here at this reunion. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to separate them because that flying type will murder our grass type, but it's nice that they got to spend a little time together, you know? I'm sure Alfred has been just waiting for Master Spruce to check in. We've been identified. Ouch. That did so little damage. If only we had an ice type, guys. No, that wouldn't actually do any better, because ice is also special. Noctowl has crazy special defense. It's a tank against elemental moves. I probably should have switched to Danger Noodle and thrown rocks at it. One bird with one stone. I can see that you're serious, Master Spruce. I see, and you'd have us investigate? Why not? Men of the sea are always spoiled. Haha, none in the face! That Poliwag looks really taken aback in this game. Like, whoa, are you sure? You serious? Let me double check this. He's probably right to look so, considering he's been sent out against a grass type. Surely that's where the Lighthouse Keeper's flat is? Right here at the bottom of the tower, or...? Oh, there's that hole in the middle, that's where the Lighthouse Keeper's flat is. Maybe, I don't see any doors to it. got such a soulful look in his eyes. I want to Photoshop a microphone into his hand. Would you like to sail the seas with me? What an offer. Guys, the sailor wants to hang out. We can clear up some space for the sailor, right? What have we got? Alan? We don't need to know two schoolboys. That's pushing it. That is evidence that will be used against us in future. Welcome to the team, Huey. Why are we here? Where else would we be? Why are you here? Whom do you want to call? Sounds like the Mr. Fast version of Ghostbusters. Maybe we should have done that shtick over at the ghost gem. But then again, we kind of established that ghosts aren't real. A severed head? How spooky. This guy just got 5 Pidgeys. Why even bother? Why are you wasting my time with this, sir? Look, I'm just trying to get to the top of the tower so I can benefact this town. There's a sick Pokemon up there and I'm gonna benefact it. Your whole town relies on this Pokemon, okay? You're a port town. Ships can't come in without the lighthouse. Why are you trying to stop me from benefacting? What is the problem with these people? I don't understand it. Nobody wants to be benefacted these days. They've all got aspirations. Get out of my sight, Theo. How the heck do you go up? You're a flying trainer. If you want to go up, use your birds. Just fly to the top. Benefact the heck out of it? Heck yeah. Gonna benefact it like you won't believe. Okay, Joey. I'll see you as soon as I can. Joey's such a good guy. Always stays in touch. He's traveled the world to train against us. Suppose we can spare a little time for Preston here. Got himself a fire doggy. I bet that thing has bite. It's a danger noodle, it is. Charles Preston, Esquire. We're building important relations here, you know. Once we've established our friendship with this guy, we'll have a contact to communicate with when we wish to expand fast and quiet overseas. Fire dog. A pair of fire doggies. Used to use rock Pokemon like Onix. That's cool, that's cool. I still use rock Pokemon like Onix. I'm not one to abandon a classic for the next trend. Okay, so this lady is on her way to abduct the gym leader. The next villain for us to crush in our quest. She does have a sinister look to her face, don't you think? Nonetheless, Master Spruce will put a stop to this villainy. Take by force? It certainly sounds like it. Fairly sure we've come across an abduction in progress. Alright, but I'm also going to leave you hanging upside down from a lamppost, just so you know. I'll do that on the way out. She won't even smile these days when she shows up in an evening to light the lighthouse tower, and we all get in her way, repeatedly, forcing her to battle through every single one of us over and over again, as we do every single night, making her life miserable. It's like these guys don't want a lighthouse. You'd think a sailor would be more appreciative. Another sexist with his "she should smile more." Apparently he can't smile either. I don't know if that nullifies the sexism. Speaking of sick, I hear there's a sick pharmacy in the next city. TM34. Wonder what that is. Swagger. Not a great move. Shadow Ball and Dig I think we should probably use. Maybe they're smugglers and they want ships to run aground so they can loot them. That makes sense. It's all coming together now. It's an act of sabotage. They're wreckers, that's what they are, they're wreckers. They're wrecking. They're trying to wreck ships so they can steal the loot. Stealing shipments from good, honest people. We're pretty high. Look, maybe you shouldn't do that in a public place, so... I mean, I'm not 100% sure what the laws are in this state, but... So when a big ship comes in, they try and waylay the lighthouse keeper. So the ship gets wrecked and they can loot it. I'm glad my crew have had the good sense to keep the fast ship safely in port. bring that bird down. Oh no, it's attacking furiously. Oh, it just keeps coming. Why I hate Fury Attack in a lock challenge. It just gets scarier as it keeps going on. Let's get you a lemonade. I don't want to swap you out because I think they learn Pursuit. Panic Kanpai, fair. Kanpai! Yeah, you've not known pain in a Nuzlocke until you've tried to switch out a wounded Pokemon and to keep it safe, and the enemy has used Pursuit to kill it anyway. It's the equivalent of just putting a bullet in their back as they walk away. I've seen some good Pokemon go down that way. Oh, the guy's crashing, he's coming down. Since I'm a loser, I guess I'll just fly away across the seas. I guess. That's kind of... Okay, if you feel like that's what you've got to do. Guys, we're at the top of the tower. And there's no way further up. How are we supposed to get to the top of the lighthouse? Sailors are both kind and strong. How about you? I am both rich and wealthy. So to get to the top of the tower, you have to deliberately fall down a pit. I don't know if this is a rather dangerously designed lighthouse, or if it's just in a really bad state of repair, considering that it's still constantly used. I mean, Jasmine apparently comes here every night to wake up the lighthouse Pokemon, right? She falls down that hole every single time? Like, sooner or later she's gonna break an ankle or something. I'm not keen on this plan. Both kind and strong. Perhaps I could get you to read this at one of my events. Lighthouses are always underfunded. Maybe this type has changed without you noticing it? Perhaps you should pay more attention. Like to the sign outside, for example. I mean, lighthouses these days are all just robots. Like, they're just machines that know how to light things up. We have to worry about what might happen during the robot rebellion. What will the lighthouses do? Will they turn their lights against us? Will they turn their light on us? Yeah, I also wanted to battle Jasmine. Ernest. Ernest and Eugene, sailors extraordinaire. So if you're trying to influence the poll, let me assure you that matchup has no place in it. Let's give Paintmaker a go. Oof, uncalled for. slightly more called for. Can I make it drop another link to the poll if I just type poll? Is that what happens? It's apparently not easy to make Nightbot reply with the poll address. I guess it keeps going until I add a new poll in. Where's Just Red when you need him? The hero we need. Oh, that didn't do much. Yeah, I think we're just not getting a fighting type, guys. It's a shame you couldn't agree amongst yourselves. Though I did come up with a name for matchups that I like. That makes me regret I didn't think of it back when we got a matchup the first time. You know how they've got that kind of dinosaur-like appearance? And the fighting type? What do you guys think to Tyrannosaurus Flex? Show those muscles. T-Flex for short. This guy has apparently been whelmed a little too much. Being a gym leader isn't just about being strong. A good gym leader also needs to be rich. Thank you for letting me know that. I'll bear it in mind. Let's go anywhere except where we're supposed to. Obviously. Hold on, is that an item? Do 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 do. Oh man, we're literally stealing a potion, a healing potion from in front of a sick Pokemon. Food, drink, a bed. This is where the Pokemon lives, I guess? This is where he's kept. He's not permitted to leave, but he's permitted to work. Baloo. It's okay. I'm pretty much a doctor. Let me just keep feeding it berries until it gets better. Pokemon always kept the sea lit at night. It's gasping for air. Wonderful pharmacy in Xianwood, across the sea. And there can't be any boats. Can't be any boats while the tower's not working. If only there's somebody brave enough to swim across, but I'm sure we won't find any swimmers. Any swimmer we find out there must be an utterly heartless person to not swim across and get that medicine. Get some medicine for you. Are you sick as well? Alright, I'll go to the pharmacy and tell them that you have Pokemon flu. Does the doctor surely I'm a consultant by now? I mean, people do consult me. Hospital wouldn't run without me. Okay, I feel like I've got to have broken a leg somewhere on the way down there. There's not an ideal way to descend a lighthouse, guys. That plate kind of looks like Jinx. Plate? What plate? Where did we get a plate? Did you mean place? Looks like a Jinx, I'm not seeing it. What, the lighthouse? Where are we looking, Lady Meow? Did you mean the windows here? I don't think I see it. A plate on the table at the top of the lighthouse. Oh, okay. I did not notice. I'm not walking all the way back up there to look at a plate. It was laid out like a face. Well, of course it was. Do you not have your foods laid out to look like a face? Big smiley face when you get up in the morning? I mean, what is your manservant doing? Well, I think we've got an ocean to surf across, guys. Looks like that's our next stop. Since we're not doing any fishing, because you guys can't agree amongst yourselves. Lady Bar up front. I say, you scoundrel. Did you not hear there was a call for people to swim for vital medicine? And here you are, a swimmer, refusing to do it? What a disgrace. What excuse could you possibly have? It's my game, I'm winning this show. I could cast the final decision. I just want chat to feel involved, you know? I want to feel like you're allowed to participate. Like this is a team event. We're all working together here. I might have the controls, but... You know, we're all a team. We're all friends, right? And it just upsets me that you're all arguing amongst yourselves. I shouldn't have to settle these arguments between you. Look, I'm happy with whatever fighting type you guys want to get. They've all got their advantages. They're all great Pokémon. This guy has nothing but tentacles. We're not going to be fighting enough wild ones of those, come on. I'm your uncle? I didn't realize you were family. Well, of course you've got better things to do than fetch the medicine. I quite understand. Don't even mention it. It's all resolved. Holding the bug catching contest today at the park. Sadly not. Yeah, I imagine we've not travelled far from on our quest to the next island on account of where the previous island is still visible at the top of the screen. Thanks for letting me know about that. Pay makeup fun. Okay, see you in a little bit, Novellan. I understand you've got to maintain your third place spot. Yeah, so out here in the ocean, the only Pokemon we're going to encounter is millions and millions of tentacles. It's frustrating because you'd think an ocean would be the perfect place to level up your grass type, right? Nope, everything is half poison. It also has ridiculous special defense if you're trying to use psychic or electric moves against them. Watch their stingers, yeah. Suddenly occurring to me, how many antidotes do we have? We might need more before we go on. We've got 10? Probably be okay with 10. Yeah, that's the sort of thing that could go south on us. Not you. You're the worst person to have up front right now. Excuse me, madam. Would you like to tell me why you aren't helping the... No inner tube for you. Okay, you're like 6 years old, I guess. Hanging on to a sea-going Pokemon. You've fallen off your inner tube and grabbed hold of a stray Pokemon and you're desperately in need of help. I guess that's a reasonable excuse. Hey, it's a Staryu. They only come out at night. If you don't get to the shore before the sun rises, that Staryu is going to sink down to the bottom and take you with it. Maybe you've got a better Pokemon there. Okay, that thing's probably going to go to the shore, I'll give you that one. I can't imagine it moving very fast with a person on board, but whatever. I suppose you haven't got anything better to do. Feeling dizzy? That's the hunger and the dehydration. I'm sure you'll reach shore eventually. I'm afraid I don't have any more time to keep you company. I'll just be on my way now. I forgot to change them back over. Never mind. She's been stung by the tentacle? Gasp, you think she might be poisoned? A young guy like you should swim. I mean, I wasn't really given the option. I don't have to take that from you, sir. Why aren't you helping out in the previous town, getting that medicine for the important Pokemon? You're not a wrecker, are you? She needs medicine? Well, then she better get to the next town where the pharmacy is. I've given her some words of encouragement. There's nothing more I can do here. We try to help the poor claw their way out of the holes that they dig for themselves, but I'm afraid it's ultimately not possible. Okay, glad we didn't have our psychic out for that one. The wild Pokemon is swimming the wrong way. Well, if they can get to the nearest shore, of course. It's a perfectly good place for it to take her. After all, she's dying of starvation and thirst. If it doesn't take her to the shore soon, then she's done for. She'll die? I mean, perhaps you can commission somebody to go and fetch some medicine for her. You know, you make good use of her money, assuming that she's had the good sense to save some away. I think we're agreed this guy's a wrecker. I'll be reporting you to the constables. He didn't have a good excuse. Indeed, he implied he wanted me to join his cowardly lot. At least have the decency to take a ship in open combat, cutlass to cutlass. Hey guys, remember that Doug Trio fight? Nah, this shouldn't be nearly that bad. It's just gonna take forever. That did more than I thought it would. Look at me when I'm staring blankly at you. Okay, I guess this guy's too tired to swim across the ocean. No wonder, he's carrying 6 Pokemon. And they're all Tentacool. Anybody else sick of Tentacool yet? Ah, Tentacool, the Zubat of the sea. Cripes, these really are all Tentacool. Not much to say about this fight. I'm just going to keep hitting the attack button until this guy stops being my problem. Cotton Spore, what does that one even do? I think like... Does it lower their speed? Or raise our speed? I'm going to have a quick look at that one. I'm fairly sure it's utterly useless. But I want to find out precisely in what way it's useless. Yeah, lowers the target speed. Not something I'm really worried about. Probably even less useful than Growl. Oh, he did have a different Pokemon. Got himself a Remoraid. Look, when she gets back to the port town, she can probably hire a ship to take her across the sea to the other place, to the pharmacy. So I think she'll be okay. Doesn't have a Remoraid anymore. He briefly had a different Oh, he's got a Staryu as well. He only had 4 tentacles. Just still 5 tentacles too many. Not for long. Now he's got nothing. Too tired to swim to either place. Perhaps you shouldn't have gotten yourself in this mess in the first place. Know your limits, sir. This must be the first of the islands that we need to get around. We're running out of Thunder Shocks. How are we supposed to know that we'd need this many? I hope some kindly soul will show up and help us get to to either side of this sea. Once we run out of Thunder Shocks. I'm sure such generous people are to be found everywhere. Tank fight. Wet noodle battle. Is it wet noodle? Limp noodle? Just flailing at each other. I'll take the acid over the poison stings. My supply of antidotes is not limitless. Probably gonna have to use a lemonade here. I don't like depleting my supply when it's so low as it is. It's unfortunate that we're so underprepared for this trip. But how could we have known? Nobody told us it was going to be a long, difficult trip to the other side of the sea. Bad signposting is what I say. Excuse me, madam, what is your excuse for not saving the Pokémon of the town? I'm sitting on a Pokémon. Who's your problem? How am I supposed to tread water on a Pokémon? Like, the sprite doesn't show that I'm wearing a fine, fantastic suit. Imagine if it got wet, it would ruin the entire thing. If it weren't for those wreckers, you could have taken your ship. Yeah, that would have been so much... We could have taken the fast ship. Those wreckers hadn't sabotaged the lighthouse, but I won't fall prey to their plans. Mr. Fast isn't so easy to fool. Besides, we did find that wrecker boss and left him to die in the sea. So at least there's been some justice. Dang, Starmie is a cool Pokemon. Although it's Using a Starmie feels kind of bad in a Nuzlocke because it's so overpowered. Starmies have ridiculous stats. Hey Narellon, we're just beating up Kara here and her overpowered Pokemon. I don't know where she gets so many. Roars from deep inside the islands. Probably the wind. Let's pay no more attention to it. Does this route go further, or is it time to start travelling left? Charybdis. The most eldritch of the creatures from Greek myth. Smokers are 4 times as likely to report feeling unrested after a night's sleep than non-smokers, and are 70% more likely to develop hearing loss. Interesting. This goes to show that it messes up everything. Yeah, hearing loss is an odd one, but I guess it's because like all the parts of your face are quite closely connected. If you're messing up your mouth, throat, and nose with the smoke, then it's probably going to mess up other things too. I wouldn't be surprised if smokers have worse vision. Pro tip guys, smoking is not good for you. Take it from somebody who works at a hospital. Because of the haze of smoke. So your vision is terrible. Perhaps you should stop smoking for like 2 minutes so that we can perform the test safely without smoke fluttering in front of your eyes. Based on my experiences at the hospital, the smoker's response would be that it's not because of the smoking that his vision's bad. In fact, the smoking helps him see. It's probably just a genetic condition. The people in the respiratory ward insisting that their smoking has nothing to do with them having lung cancer or whatever is one of the saddest things. The second saddest thing in the hospital. The most sad thing is when those exact same people get into their wheelchairs and take the oxygen supply and wheel it all outside the main entrance where everybody walks past so that they can have a smoke and blow it in everybody's faces. It is painful how many smokers there are perpetually hanging around the main entrance to the hospital. Like, even if you don't care about yourself, A, it's a no smoking area, and B, there's other sick people there. Kind of an awful thing to do. Hey guys, want to know something hilarious? The next town is where we get Fly, so that we only have to cross this ocean once and we can safely fly back. Except we don't have any flying type. Spectacular. Smoking with oxygen sounds like natural selection waiting to happen. It does, doesn't it? I'm not sure it's the most dangerous thing I've seen patients do at hospital. Sometimes we get patients who are angry that the staff aren't supplying them with the drugs they're addicted to. So they get their dealer to smuggle them in a supply. And obviously they don't tell the doctors and nurses that they've taken illegal drugs whilst hanging around on the ward. So, I mean, just, the doctors are giving you medication, right? They need to know what other stuff you've had so that they know what can safely interact with what. I'm probably thinking too much of the average drug user, but that's... How can you take drugs when you're in hospital on strange medications and you don't know how it's going to work together? That's so dangerous. That's a build your own tragedy right there. We're almost out of confusions. We've not got many Thunder Sharks left either. Anesthetics, etc. Yeah, they're a good example because they often have the same stuff as recreational drugs in. So you can quite easily overdose, but... Where did the antidote go? But even aside from that, I don't know what recreational drugs interact with, I don't know, anything they might give you in a hospital. And if I don't, I'm guessing the typical drug addict probably doesn't know. And it doesn't matter in any case because the doctors are the ones prescribing them things, and the doctor doesn't know that they've taken drugs while on the ward. Guys, sometimes working in a hospital gets depressing. You seeking the secrets of Whirl Islands? No, I'm on a mission of mercy. I'm trying to help people. Why aren't you looking for this medicine that they need? Oh, I get it. The treasures of Whirl Islands, these little islands in the whirlpools near the lighthouse that you've taken out. You're one of the wreckers. This is where you sink your ships. I'll put a stop to you, sir. Why, I've got a ship of my own. It outrages me to think that you might damage it. To the bottom with you. Thank you for sharing with me your secret, but don't think it will encourage me to share with you my mercy. I'll leave you here to perish, sir. If you make it ashore, you'll find the constable waiting for you. Oh, jeez. We've only got 2 confusions left. On the plus side, we've only gotten through half of our supply of antidotes. We'll have to restock in the next town, though. It's fine, I hear they have a really good pharmacy. Let's let Lady Bar finish this. I was gonna tackle it down just to save moves, but if we're confused, then eh. I got a lot of Thunder Sharks. Who's our backup for fighting poison water? It might be Mystic Meg. Concerning. Poisonion? Excuse me, madam, could you direct me to the nearest Pokemon? Hey, it's a horsey. It's too bad we can't trade, or we could get ourselves the Greendra as our dragon type. Poisonion. What's our suggested EV name for the poison type? I'm gonna go with Venion. And again, it might be sounds like something that would be in one or two really bad movies. Clusters of Staryu light up at the same time. So beautiful, it's scary. Why, there's nothing to be scared about, madam. You see, Staryu gather on the surface so that they can communicate with somebody in deep space. We know that they send radio messages off and they get replies, although we've never been able to decipher these messages, and we do in fact have no idea what they're communicating with in the dark, cold depths of space. So as you can see, there's no cause for alarm. 100% canon, by the way. Staryu and Starmie actually do that, according to the Pokédex. They're in communication with something out there. But bearing in mind that the Pokemon universe, that there are Pokemon whose natural environment is Earth orbit. Maybe they've just got a symbiotic relationship up there. They like share weather data or something. Maybe there's Staryus in space. Maybe they're communicating with other pods. Anyway, we've made it to Xianwood City. I've met several Pokemaniacs, you might have to narrow it down for me. Macho bullies. Occasionally they show up and shout nerd and punch you in the face. Say, I'll put these vagabonds and ragamuffins to flee quite quickly with my sturdy cane and some quick thinking. Shall disperse these fellows. But that perhaps will be tomorrow, and by tomorrow I mean next week. For now we must rest and prepare for our journey back. Severe shaking, absolutely. We've got our schedule for tomorrow then. We'll collect the medicine, we'll give a severe shaking to some ruffians, then we'll sail back across the seas to benefact that poor Pokemon. So that'll be me for tonight. Yeah, check out old Let's Plays and old streams. Check out Let's Plays and old streams over at our YouTube channel. The whole Pokemon series is up there. We did Pokemon Blue before this, the same challenge run. And we're probably going to be doing Sapphire after this. And catch Lapras, yes, that's a good point. We need to catch Lapras in the next session because that'll be in-universe Friday. Make sure we definitely remember that one. It won't be easy to get another chance if we miss that. But yeah, that's me for today. I hope you've all had a good time. I've had fun. This is the stream that I look forward to most. I'm getting really into these Pokemon adventures. So the next Pokemon stream will be next Tuesday at 8 GMT. But I will be around tomorrow at 8 GMT again for our casual night. We'll just be playing some retro games. Thinking I might do Dynamite Heady. Depends how masochistic I'm feeling at the time. It's a good game, but it's a hard one. Anyway, I hope I'll see you tomorrow, and I hope I'll see you next week. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.